Guys, so we're coming in, we got week 3 here. What we want to do here is we're going to give you kind of a whole video of what a workout for you guys should look like on your off time. It's going to look just like what we're doing here. We're going to change the format up a little bit here in week 3. I think you guys will like it a lot. We're going to be a little bit more team-led, doing it all together. But what we're going to do as far as this video goes is we're going to just, like I said, we're going to take you through basically a full workout. It's going to start with mobility. Our mobility in this case, is going to start with those hamstring walks where you're going to go right foot right in front of your left toe, reach up, hips back, stretching those hamstrings. Same thing we've been doing the last 2 weeks. Weight comes forward, reach up, hips go back, stretching the hamstring. We're going to then go right into our ankle touches. Right here where we're touching the inside ankles, standing up nice and tall. Doing that, 10 touches each side. Then we're going outside ankle touches, 10 times each side. Right now, we're really going to focus on just getting loose, getting warmed up, and then we'll do some of those other stretches you've seen in weeks 1 and 2 at the end. Then we're going to go into a little trunk twist, widen that stance, suck in really tight, hands here, get to where you can see me here, and we're just going to rotate. I'm going to turn this way. We're just going to rotate back and forth here, back and forth. We're going to do 15 both directions, and then we're going to do our body hugs, our anchored body hugs, and reach out. So this is where we're going to grab that chair. I don't have a chair here, but you can imagine here. I'm going to hug that body. I'm going to take this left arm, just going to be nice and straight. I'm going to hug the body, and then I'm going to rotate the feet, and I'm going to open up. Again, I'm holding a chair here. Something stable. Doesn't have to be a chair, anything stable. Hug the body, left arm straight, and then open up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. We go 5 times. You do a little more if you'd like, both ways. And then we're going to jump right into our strength exercises. Ryan's going to take the first one here.
So for the first one this week, as we said, we're going to change it up just a bit. So all of us are going to go all together as one group, and that'll leave at least 2 instructors to walk around and make sure everybody's doing it correctly, getting the most out of it. And I'll be taking you over to do some swinging after Brian's got everybody loosened up. So start with our side stretch. Goodness. And we're gonna do 10 of each direction, and we're gonna go with 2 sets, and we'll take you through those. And then Brian will take it from there for our second one.
We're going to our loaded leg lift. That's where our ice skaters, let me just adjust this here. So we're gonna load and drive. Load and drive. Load and drive. Did I do that right?
Yeah. And then we take that one step further. We're going to load, drive, hip thrust. Load, drive, hip thrust. Load, drive, hip thrust. Using your hips to pull your shoulders, not taking your shoulders and twisting and pulling. So you'll see a lot of that coming from these exercises today.
All right, then we go into a lunge and twist. So you've seen this before, where we lunge and then we rotate. So we're gonna rotate towards this leg, maintaining that stability. I'm getting my shoulders turned, my knee is not collapsing. I'm keeping that strength through my lower body as I rotate towards the leg. Then I'm gonna go where I step and I'm gonna go away from the leg. Here's where it gets tricky. We're not gonna let this knee collapse. We're gonna stay strong, we're gonna turn the shoulders. This is going to help as we go. We take that back swing. We don't have weakness here where we just collapse totally, but we have the strength to then post, like we've talked about in that. We talked about last week. You'll see it again in a second.
And then you go to my favorite, everybody's seen. So we go to the tiger planks. So you're going to get down on your knees, put your elbows about 6 inches from your knees, and then you're going up and just lean forward. You're going to get on your toes and lean forward. We're going to do this for 30 seconds.
Great exercise.
Everybody's favorite. And that'll be the end of our first set of exercises. We'll come back and do one more set of those. And then we'll pick up into our second set, which actually is just a little bit harder. So first one that we're going to do is a hip drop. So this one I struggle with, even in prepping for this. So, oh, I have to toe touch at the back. There we go. I'm getting better already where I don't have to toe touch. And we're going to do this with both legs. Make sure you're going slow and low. Slow and low. So you're going on one leg and you're trying to just go down toward the ground without touching the ground. If you feel like it, you need to touch the ground.
Then we go into our scapular reaches, where we're here on all fours, and we're going to open up. So one thing we want to do, especially in this prone position, is we want to work on that pelvic tilt that we've been talking about. So we're going to take our pelvic and we're going to get that sway out of the back, and we're actually going to tuck the hips in into a more neutral spine, and then we're going to rotate, try to get that scapula up. You'll notice I could compensate by losing that pelvic tilt and reaching, but then that's just putting it in my low back. We don't want to do that. That's where that problem comes.
You start seeing that circular curve in the spine, you'll see a reduction in upper body and lower body working together. The upper body will work by itself and the lower body will work by itself, thus a huge loss of distance.
Yeah, so we're going to tuck and reach. Oh, it's hard. Maybe that's why I don't hit the ball far. Right there, reach.
All right, then we're going to go into skater jumps. Reach out. Reach out with those skater jumps. All right, then we're going to take it one step further.
Into a little skater jumps with the load. So that's lifting on the leg, and then drive.
Exploding in.
And then drive. So I think with the load, we're going to load a little bit more and then jump.
Yep.
Load and jump.
Load and jump. Load and jump. Then the last one, mountain bike planks. So get into a normal plank position. All right, flat. Try to get low. Then you're going to come up. You're going to mountain bike. Try to stay balanced. We're going to do this for 30 seconds.
That's a tough exercise. One thing you can do to if you have wrist problems here is you can drop to your elbows and do the same thing from the elbows. Take a little bit of weight off the arms and a little pressure off the wrist.
All right. Then
that's the next set of exercises.
That's set number 2. We'll come back and we'll do that one more time, so we get 2 sets. Our goal is to actually go through this 4 times. So, all right. The new exercises for week 3.
Yeah. So we got Russian twist. So we're gonna come right here. We're gonna be on our butt here. We're gonna up nice and tall. Suck in the stomach. If we can lift our feet, that's great. If we need to let the feet sit down on the ground, that's fine too. If we find our back wanting to take over, go ahead and rest the feet. But if you can go feet up, we're gonna Russian twist. Try to keep the hands together and try to make contact with the ground. Right here. We're sucking in the stomach the whole time. That's going to help those abs stay engaged and that back from taking over.
Ooh, that's a good one. All right, last exercise and the newest one, rotational squat jumps. So, bend down into a squat position. We're going to use our hips to lift us. We're going back the other way. All right, you're using your hips. It's not a slinging of your arms and shoulders. It's more firing those hips. You can see the position my legs go into to get me moving on this position. That'll be it. We'll do that 2 sets. The plan is to try to work through this twice so that we get through it 4 times actually. I'm already breathing heavy. We haven't even done the whole thing. So.
And then we'll stretch out at the end. We'll do some of those other, the bridges, with stuff when we're down on the ground. So good news, you guys don't have to get up and down on the ground right off the get-go. We'll save all the stuff on the ground for the end.
All right, looking forward to seeing where you are, and let's go nuclear.
All right.
Have a great day.
See ya.